Alright, so this video is for anyone interested in learning about my skincare journey. And I know that in my first video I talked about how I would post about my skincare journey, but you know, we're improving in life, okay? So I'm posting my first one. So I'll give you a quick backstory, um, just to give you an idea of what I've been experiencing. Maybe you can relate to this story, but I would say that the first time I um, started noticing acne, or developing acne in my skin was towards the end of my elementary school years, or the beginning of my middle school years, which is quite a long time. I'm 30 years old, so it's been quite a journey. It's been long, but we learning, okay? So anyway, so at that time, I didn't really understand what offset the acne. Now that I look back at it, um, the orange soda and the high sugary foods, drinks that I consumed probably had a big factor. The other thing was I I washed my face very frequently. It was my way of cleaning my skin and doing my due diligence, but I didn't realize that it was negatively impacting my skin at the time. So, as a kid, I was I wasn't happy about these flare-ups, but I remember one day my dad took me and my older sister to the doctors because she was experiencing acne as well. And to be honest, um, I was young, so like I'm not 100% sure that this was the case, but my inference, my prediction is that, he didn't take us to a dermatologist because I don't know, there was something about that appointment that didn't didn't give off that she was a dermatologist. I remember she had prescribed me a particular acne product, and so I took it home and I started using it, and I probably didn't use it for more than a week, and you'll hear why. So dang, sorry, it's cold down here. Um, I'll wash my hands later. TMI. Okay, so I started using that product, and man, my face became so dry, like dry as a cactus, bruh. And I was experiencing like intense flaking. And that was really embarrassing. It was a very embarrassing experience because there was no way for me to hide the flaking. It didn't matter how much lotion I applied to my skin, the flaking would not go away. So it messed up my face for some time, to say the least. So after that, like I scrapped it, and afterwards I would try to use different acne face washes. And a lot of them were scrubs. A lot of the ones that I came across were scrubs. And so, on um on the bottles, it would say like daily use, something like uh, yeah, it would say daily use. So I was like, oh, I can use this every day because it says daily use. Now I'm learning that you're not supposed to use abrasive products like that, like uh exfoliating products like that on a daily basis. And because it can cause irritation and different things. So I thought that it was improving my skin. It did slightly improve my skin because I noticed that the flaking was gone at some point, but um I was experiencing a lot of redness, irritation, all that stuff. Um but I kept using it because that's what I had access to, and that's what I kind of knew about a little bit. And so fast forward to high school, um my mom, I don't know like how and why she decided to do this, but it really anyways, let me just say it. So she decided to change our diet completely. We started eating vegetables. It felt like 24/7 we were eating vegetables. I remember the first night we had a veggie dinner, mind you, it was just steamed veggies. Like not even there was not much flavor. Like I think she just added salt to it, if that. Um, so I was pretty irritated by the shift in our diet. But that's what we were gonna eat. She was our mom, so we eat it. And literally about a week later, I noticed drastic impact on my skin, on my energy level, on everything. Like I had high energy. I didn't feel groggy or heavy after a meal. Um, and my skin was thriving. Like my skin had reached the healthiest state it had ever reached since I started getting acne in high school because of this diet shift. And so it was really great. It almost totally cleared up. But then at some point I started eating other fruits again. And then my acne started coming back and or like I would experience more flare-ups. And I just didn't really know what to do about it because I was like, I'm not gonna eat vegetables forever. It's like I'll incorporate vegetables and I'll incorporate other things. So I just didn't know what would work for me. Like, how can I just cut out everything else? I'm not gonna do that because I want to enjoy my life too. So that's just a decision that I made. And so um, yeah, so that happened. And then at some point, I decided to stop using scrubs and exfoliating products and really anything that would irritate my skin. I was tired of my skin just feeling the tingles and whatnot. Because at the time, I thought the tingles were were good. I thought it was doing its work of attacking the acne and stuff. But um, yeah, I didn't know that it was just causing irritation, and I wasn't using it properly. So, anyways, I got introduced to like Burt's Bees products, and I'm doing these things prayerfully because I didn't have much of education on skin like I mentioned before. So, I started using Burt's Bees products, and it actually helped a lot. Like, um, oh wow, there's a Burt's Bee product over there. Like, I think I can't see it. It's my friend's product. Anyways, so I started using it, and my goodness, like I stopped feeling that irritation. Like it was good. That was my goal. I stopped trying to heal my acne. I just wanted my skin to feel calm and rested. Oh my gosh. So, anyways, so Burt's Bees products were good, and then over time, I eventually transitioned to Cetaphil, which also just it doesn't irritate my skin. It's light, and I really like that Cetaphil doesn't have any type of. It doesn't feel like it's leaving a residue of any sorts because I think with Burt's Bees it felt like there was a residue that it was leaving behind, especially the sunscreen. It was terrible for my skin. Like certain sunscreens and lotions just don't blend well with melanated skin. I'm just saying that. So yeah, so Cetaphil is good. And then about a month ago, said to myself, I'm 30 years old and I'm fed up with acne. I want to get rid of this thing. Um, so I pulled out my chat GPT and I started doing some research. I started going on different websites, medical websites, and I finally found something that I knew would have a positive impact on my skin. Because like all of the things that I started to do were across the board recommended by dermatologists from various websites and all those things. So I just knew that it was gonna have positive impact. I didn't know like one thing I couldn't predict and I still can't predict is like how long it'll take before the acne goes away or if it will, you know what I mean? Like I just knew that it would improve it at least. And well, I had a mixture of like I have faith that it will heal my skin, but at the same time, like there's there's a risk to it. So, anyways, yeah. So, what happened? So I decided. that one, I would start using products that would actively treat my acne, because I didn't realize that just using my Cetaphil face wash and lotion, that it was just cleaning my face. It didn't have active ingredients that would attack acne causing bacteria. I didn't know that. So praise God for that education. So for my AM, what I purchased was azelaic acid. So what I would do is, what I started doing is washing my face with my Cetaphil face wash, and then I would apply a thin layer of the azelaic acid all over my face. And what it's meant to do it's meant to it's meant to penetrate deep into your skin and soothe the redness. So that was cool. I didn't like how it paired with my face with my AM facial lotion. So I started using sunscreen right on top of that after applying the azelaic acid. Um, because yeah, I just noticed that it had better effects on my skin, or it just felt better. And this sunscreen, I got it from Trader Joe's. It was recommended by a friend of mine because I was looking for something that's oil-free, non-comedogenic, so that it doesn't clog my pores. And it blends well with the melanation, you know what I'm saying? So it made me really happy. So I started doing that, and it's getting hotter out, so I needed sun protection. So yeah, I started using that, and then for the PM, I would do something similar. I would wash my face, but then at night I would use benzoyl peroxide, which is not meant for your whole face. It's meant to treat your pimples. So raised raised uh acne, uh like pus-filled pimples, all that stuff. Like you're supposed to apply it to those areas. So what I would do, again, wash my face, apply the peroxide wherever it's needed, let it dry, and then I would apply my PM facial lotion. One thing I would say is that I didn't realize that body lotion is not necessarily meant for face lotion. I mean, for your face. Some people can get away with that, but for me, I was like, I want to be as proactive as I can when it comes to achieving facial health, because your facial because the layers of your skin on your face are thinner than the rest of your body. I think that it's important to apply facial lotion, like lotion specifically for your face, made for your face, on your skin. So that's what I started to do. And also AM and PM lotions are not the same. Um, During the night, your skin is meant to heal and be restored. I mean, experience like restoration and whatnot. So, um, when it comes to the PM lotion, I noticed that it's a lot thinner. It's supposed to be your skin is supposed to be able to breathe essentially and heal overnight. So I like the difference. Cetaphil products, like even though they're lightweight, they don't leave your skin dry. Like I really love that. And again, these are things that have been working for me, and I'm still like assessing the effects over time. But you got to do your own research regarding your own skin. What works for me may not work for you. With health, that's like across the board, in my opinion. So, anyways, that's what I would do in the PM, and I don't apply these products every day, by the way. Like I'm testing to see how it's impacting my skin. Like sometimes I notice that the peroxides, it's causing like tingling in my skin. And so I allow my skin to heal at least for a day or two, before I start using the peroxide again. And so similar to the azelaic acid, like I want to take small steps before I do something on every single day. So yeah. Um, and in my research, I found that I don't think I just have acne. I think I have rosacea. Rosacea is like it's an inflammatory skin condition, and I think that I have it. I notice indents and just overall damage to my skin. Like I'm not just noticing pimples on my skin. Like I feel like my actual skin is damaged. So I believe that it's the rosacea. And I didn't purchase this product at the time. But now that I noticed that like my acne is actually healing up, or like I I don't know if the camera really shows it, but I noticed that my acne is really reduced. And I can actually see my like I can see my skin. I don't know, like that's so satisfying. Like for anyone who's experienced acne, it's a big plus to actually be able to see what your skin really looks like without these without the acne, without the issues, you know what I mean? So I noticed that it's really reduced. Like I don't feel a lot of bumps when I apply like my face wash or face lotion on my skin. And by the way, I really like the Cetaphil bar soap as opposed to the liquid. I still use the liquid soap, but as often as I can, I use the bar soap. I don't know. It just does a really good job of cleaning my face, much better than the liquid face wash. But anyways, so to treat the rosacea, there's this product. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but adapalene gel is what I just purchased last night. Um, Again, I didn't purchase it at the time, but now that I notice that the acne is gone, like I still see underlying redness and just skin damage. So I believe that this adapalene gel will heal that. And so, yeah, I hope to just share an update once after some time of using it. Please hold me up to it. But anyways, yeah, I just thank God. Like I've come a long way. I There's so many things that impact skin health, especially the face. So I'll go through a few of these because I think they're really, really important. So apart from introducing like products that have active ingredients that attack, you know, the acne and the rosacea or treat it, these daily habits are really important. So one is water. Child. One thing that I noticed is that I was a dry young lady. What I mean by that is I would drink 1 or 2 bottles a day for the majority of my life, okay? And I didn't realize this pattern. I didn't realize that I had been dehydrated. And let me share how I came to this conclusion. So, some years back, and over a course of time, like I would, I would go to my doctor for a general checkup, and they would, as a general um checkup um involves this, they would draw blood. Oops. They would draw blood, and as they're looking for my vein, I'd be like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't drink a lot of water today." And so I really didn't think anything of it. I'm like, I usually drink water. It's just today that that I didn't drink water. And then I kept doing that over and over again. And then one day, I finally noticed that this was a pattern, that this was an issue. And I was like, bro, like I actually I'm dehydrated every single day. It's not just it's not just on these particular days. I am a dehydrated human being. So what I did was I purchased a bottle like this. This wasn't the first one that I purchased. I missed that bottle, but it got lost in the airport. Anyways, so I noticed that I don't like plastic water bottles. It just discourages me from drinking water. These kinds, it's translucent, but it got some color to it. I really think it's a subconscious thing. Because I just pick up the bottle and drink, without having to do much of anything. This is a 32-ounce bottle. That works for me. I can't do the really big ones or the smaller ones. Like 32 is my number. Okay. I don't know what works for you, but I've been drinking a lot more water. And when I did my research, I learned that you should be drinking half your body weight and then add about 30 ounces, I believe, if you have worked out that day. So that's to replenish the water for you. So, yeah, water consumption is big. Your diet, I mentioned diet earlier, or like food consumption. Sugary foods cause inflammation, reduce that. What I do sometimes is like if I eat something really sugary, I'll just drink a lot of water right afterwards. Because I still want to enjoy some of these things like ice cream and cookies and whatnot, you know what I mean? But I'll drink more water when I do that. And just reduce my sugar intake overall though. And oily foods are also not good, like processed foods, like the oil is really oil is important. It's used for many things, but oil clogging your skin is not beneficial to anyone. So just watch out for that. And then what else? Oh, sleep is big. And mind you, I am not an expert at any of these things. I am working on it on a daily basis. I make mistakes and I get up and I try to improve. You've probably see me even touch my skin often because you're not supposed to touch your skin or pick at your acne. Um, I don't pick at my acne like that anymore overall. But touching your skin when you haven't washed your hands is not good because you're introducing bacteria to your skin. So please avoid that as much as you can. Um, what else? I said adequate sleep is really important because it's similar to what I was saying about applying like a thinner facial lotion right before going to bed because your overall body is meant it's supposed to just heal overnight. And you're supposed to feel rejuvenated and whatnot in the morning. So all these things are important. Hormones are also a factor. I don't know if hormones ever impact my acne, so I don't know. So that's not my focus area right now. But yeah, I hope this encouraged you in some way or another. That one, you're not alone. You're not the only person who has acne, you know, you might look at my face and might even be like, oh, like she's not even going through that much. Child, like one, the camera quality may not even show the acne, but this is after I've been using products, by the way. Um, but any amount of acne can impact a human being, especially when it comes to our confidence. Like it can really impact our confidence. But I want to encourage you to put your confidence in your identity in Christ because anything can happen to our bodies. And I'm speaking to myself too. Like I have to encourage myself, remind myself, like, put your confidence in the Lord because it has impacted my confidence quite a bit. And so, you know, I'm learning over time, like Christ is your confidence. So yeah. Yeah, so I hope this encouraged you to one, know that you're not the only person who's experiencing this. Two, that your identity doesn't come from your appearance. Um, again, we're learning. And then three, what else? Your health is really, really important. So invest in it. Don't be hyper fixated on it, but invest in your health. And make daily habits. I think daily habits are the most important things because you can make a decision one day to do something, but if you're not consistent, it really doesn't mean anything. That's with anything in life. Consistency is one thing that God has been speaking to me about all throughout this year. From having a good sleep and rising schedule, all these things, like they're really, really important. So yeah, God bless you. And feel free to comment um, down below if you need any encouragement or if you related to this video in any way.